Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel RVCCISinfo, where faculty representatives from Rock Valley College's Computers and Information Systems Department talk to you, our community at large, about things roughly having to do with computers and information systems. Joining me today, as always, is Stephanie. Howdy, everybody. I'm Eric, and today we thought we would talk about some of our favorite quarantine purchases. Um, so, like, uh, I know, Steph, you are into the retail therapy here too.
Yeah, it's real. And then buying crap on Amazon after you've been drinking, that happens too. So, it just is, I don't know, after a drink, you hit buy much more
Yeah,
easily.
that buy now button becomes more
Yeah,
accessible. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, lately I've been obsessed with Dick's Sporting Goods and I've been buying way too many things, but I hurt my ankle and it's been a stressful week last week. And I'm like, oh, I need basketball shoes. That'll keep my ankle supported. I
Yeah.
can still go work out because I was able to still do some deadlifts and things last week, even with a kind of sore ankle, and it didn't hurt. And so I bought 2 pairs of Air Jordans last week, totally unnecessary. They were actually, surprisingly, Air Jordans were the cheapest of all of the tennis shoes. Like, I liked some of the LeBron ones, but
Hmm.
they were way too expensive. So on Dick's, I ended up buying them. They don't even look like Nikes,
Yeah.
so they're obnoxious. But
The
whatever.
more obnoxious, the better. Because, like, we were just saying this off camera, everybody. So this is a repeat for Steph, but
Mhm.
um, to my little guy still thinks it's awesome when he and I match, which I am more than happy to indulge him in while he's not still like totally sick of me all the time. So I just bought for him and me obnoxious red and obnoxious day glow green shoes.
Nice.
So however, not Jordans, because
Yeah,
as
that'd be
Vinny will tell
expensive for
you, do
both
you
of
know how
you.
expensive it is to keep a kid in Jordans? That's
Ooh.
crazy.
And I would flip out once they scuffed. I'd be like, oh,
Oh yeah, and at the rate this kid grows, he is bigger than his two most immediately close cousins, who are 1 and 2 years older than him. He is taller than both of them. So my monster needs big shoes.
oh my good lord. Yeah, you guys are gonna
Yeah.
be special ordering. Like,
Oh yeah, real soon. I'm gonna
mhm.
need to get another job when he's a teenager, just to keep he and me fed is gonna be another income we're gonna need.
Well, believe it or not, these are my first Jordans. I've never purchased them ever. It was always my brother.
I've actually never bought a pair either, because I look at the price and I'm like, I'm not worth that. So,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I thought that in the last week. I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
hmm
That is
although high tops for that's a good idea.
well, yeah. Yeah. So no. And my foot hurt today, so I wore them and whatever.
There you go. If you got a busted wheel, nothing else works. So
When you're
you gotta be
old,
careful with those.
you need more support.
Yep. Yep. Soon it'll just be like Hoka ones, the shoes with
Mhm.
the bottoms that are like the size of a pillow. Otherwise my knees won't work. It's gonna
Mhm.
be terrible. Yeah.
Well, and then I thought if I keep them nice because of the pandemic, I can wear tennies to work now. It's not a big deal. I can dress up and sort of make it look good.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I'm going to justify because I'll be able to wear these all day.
Oh
So,
yeah.
you can justify anything if you try hard enough.
Pretty much. Yeah. If you squint at it hard enough, there's sense someplace in there.
So I can't believe that our favorite buys are not tech related.
I could have I do have it's sitting right here in front of me, and I guess I didn't appreciate it. So I bought this a month and a half ago, and it shipped, finally over from Shenzhen, I think it was, in China. It finally arrived like Thursday last week. So it's a magnet that you stick your
Oh,
iPad on, and it essentially turns it into a an iMac, but mini.
nice.
Oh, it's fantastic. It is fantastic. It
And
was
it's
forty
not crazy
dollars.
expensive. 40,
No,
you said?
$40. Yeah, from a company called Looky Loo. And with the Mac, I can just use this as an external display, which is amazing with no wires,
Mhm.
and just to be able to tip it wherever I use it. So I use it as a TV half the time now. It's fantastic. $40. I'm like, yeah, that was worth it.
I might do that for my recipes and stuff in the kitchen.
It's like I thought, well, $40 is kind of a throwaway. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be good. And honestly, with a keyboard and a mouse up there, it brings it closer to your face. It's like, I don't see why I haven't done this for 100 years. It's that good. So,
Mm.
so I've been obsessing over that, I guess.
That's not really too techy.
No,
Mhm.
no. Although
It's
it,
less
I guess it
expensive.
is. Yeah. I'm trying
I'm
to,
just thinking,
if
what would be? Oh, one of my favorite purchases, it was actually my husband's purchase, is the the Rain-X car wash.
oh yeah.
Yes. What? Because our neighbor is a clean freak, and I have a black truck, and she flipped out. She's like, "How do you keep your truck so clean?" I'm like, "Oh, my husband." And she goes, "No, it stays clean." And Brad goes, "Oh, it's that Rain-X car wash," and it's right. That's exactly it. When it rains, it beads off, and
Yep.
he waxes it every once in a while, but that stuff, I've been using it now when I wash my truck, and it really
Hmm.
makes a difference. Maybe they
Last
could,
year I sprung for um it's called Wash Wax All. It's for RVs and planes actually. And I had seen it for like 100 years on car shows when I was younger. That's what I used to watch. So like Truck U and like
oh,
all those other
truck
things.
you.
And so I'm like, all right, fine. It's like $40 for a gallon jar or something, which seems a little exorbitant, but I needed something for our black cars because we had bought a minivan, and everybody looks at a minivan and goes like, I'm going to take my hatred of life out on this minivan. And they open the doors up into it sucks. And there's 1,000 scratches and scuffs on it all over the place. And actually the wash wax all, you just spray it on and wipe it off. And like half of those scuffs you can't see anymore. Even the deep scratches after two or three, I love the stuff. And so it's pretty great.
Nice. Yeah, and see, we live on a gravel road, so my truck's always dusty, but
Yeah.
this seems to help a lot. So I'll have to look up that wash wax all too.
Amazon stuff, it's really good. Uh,
Yeah,
it's like it's not under the car stuff though, so it's hard to find. It's under
yeah,
like
because it's probably in the
RV.
RV section.
Yeah, yeah. So weird but true. So thanks, Truck You. I think that was you out there.
Probably was.
So God, that show is old by now. I wonder if it's even still on.
No, it's changed names, I think.
Has it?
I,
Okay.
yeah, my husband still watches all that stuff.
I would, but I'm like, I would spend on so much more useless stuff. It would be, well, maybe I could tune the minivan if I just got the computer thing. So yeah, no, no.
Uh, yeah,
I'll
so
say these were
compared to
really
that,
good.
we're pretty tame.
Yeah, pretty much. I will say noise canceling headphones. I know I say it all the time. For anybody who's seen the Twitter and the Facebook and our social media stuff, I say it all the time. Like the best quality of life upgrade is the noise canceling headphone. So I'm hoping you guys can't hear it. That's why I have them on now. Actually, is the lawn is being mowed right
Yeah,
now.
you can't hear it at all.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I can't
Mhm.
hear it. So I can see them walking by the windows, but that's all. And when you really have to concentrate on stuff, you can't even hear your keyboard clacking away. It's really been nice. So you don't need the Bose ones. I'd actually say don't bother splurging so much.
I bought I think it was the Sony ones. They were blue, so they were like on clearance or something that
Mhm.
you had put on Facebook. And those are awesome. Those are really great. And between those and I think it's an Anchor, Anker. They click together. They're magnetic and go,
Yeah.
but they're not noise canceling. So those are my two favorites of those. But those Sony noise canceling ones were really good, especially if I have a headache. I can really use.
Yeah, that's
They're
what I
not as
think too,
tight.
is like, yeah. And when you get a headache, so in my dungeon office, the furnaces are right over here. And we actually just run an air purifier for our little sneeze man all the time. And just at the end of the day, it's like wah in your head all the time. And these just cut it out entirely.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
So there you go. Some of the things we've
Mhm.
enjoyed wasting our money on, not all tech necessarily. If there's anything that you have bought during the pandemic that you enjoy, why don't you go ahead and leave it for us in the comments down below. Steph and I are always willing to spend more money on idiot stuff. We have made that perfectly clear.
Mhm.
While you're at it, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified of new content as it becomes available. As we mentioned, you can also follow us on social media. We are at RVCCISInfo on Twitter, on Facebook, on Anchor.fm, and here on YouTube. So, on behalf of Stephanie and myself, Eric, the rest of the Rock Valley College community, stay safe and stay sane out there, everybody.